Okay, what's up guys, welcome back to another video of Lost command block tutorials. Today I'll be teaching you guys how to do player offline, which is pretty basic command for scoreboards and other stuff like that. So let's begin. The blocks in this video you will need is observer, redstone dust, I don't think there's another type of redstone you could use, comparator, and command block are the only stuff you need. Okay, let's get straight into this. First of all, before we do get into the commands, let's do pretty basic ones. First of all, you want to do /game rule command block output space false. That there's stopping it from sending outputs into the chat, so it doesn't put the command into chat and just really annoys players and yourself. You can also do another one, so command block feedback, which is, I'll type it out now. Command block feedback to false. That's it, that's all you need to do. Okay, let's get into this. You do not need to make this layout, by the way. This is just to make it easier for you guys to understand. These grey blocks will have the command blocks in, and these red ones will have redstone on. Okay, let's get into this. So on the floor you want to place a command block. Now in that command block you want to do /test4, then @a. Now this needs to be repeat, unconditional, always active, and then previous output to on. To know that's working, it should say in this box down here, or the output box, or the shell, whatever you guys want to call that, should say found space and then the people's names who are in your game. If it's only you, it'll only display your gamer tag. On top of that, you're going to get another command block and type /execute @a space tilde space tilde space tilde. Some people call these different things. Some people call it the zigzag or the scribbly line, whatever you guys call it. Just place them there. Next, you're going to type /scoreboard. You don't need to have the slash, it's just that most people prefer it, so I'm going to go for that. Players. Operation. @p money. Make sure you do have a D on the end. Equals @p money. Make sure the second money is lust money, whatever this second one is. So it doesn't have to be money, it can be cash, anything like that. As long as you remember it, that is really good. So I'm just going to set it to money. After that, I'm going to go back into the command block, make sure the command's still there, put it to chain, conditional, always active, and then turn on previous output. That there, just so you can see it. It'll say failed to execute since it hasn't found it yet. Now in front of this test4, you're going to place a comparator. If it doesn't glow up red, you want to go into it and make sure it says always active and it's on repeat. If it isn't, it will not glow. Make sure that there is turned off. As you can see, turned on, turned off. Keep it like that. Now you add dust. Now you want to make sure the arrow is facing away from the commands. So as you can see, the face is facing towards the redstone and the red bit is facing away. Now on the red bit you want to press another command block. In the command block you want to do /scoreboard. Objectives. My spelling today is horrendous. Space remove. Now if you can't see the rest of the command, you want to click the plus sign and it'll just open it up more. Now here is money D, so money display, and that's it for the first one. Just turn on previous output. Now you want to crouch, and on top of that you want to place another one, click the plus and go into here. Now you want to enter /scoreboard objectives. So there will be a lot of objectives in this, so if you want to copy it you can. Add money D So you just removed it, now you want to be adding it. Space dummy. After dummy, you want to do a speech mark, and then whatever is in this speech mark, you want to enter what you want your scoreboard to be. So if I wanted mine to be tokens, I'll enter tokens. If I wanted mine to be cash, I'll enter cash. For this video I'm just going to use cash, and then add another speech mark after it. Now I'm going to go out with that. Block type should be chain, unconditional, always active. Make sure you have turned on previous output so you can see what the previous output is. If it hasn't had an output yet, it'll just be an underscore or a dash, whatever you guys want to call it. On top of that, you want to do another command block. Click the plus. In here, you want to do /scoreboard. Objectives. Add money dummy. Now after this, do not do speech marks and start entering whatever you guys want it to be. Do not do that. Doing that could mess up the command. Please do not, just leave it as money. Now this command should be chain, unconditional, always active, and now turn on previous output. On top of this command, you want to go into it, click the plus, go into here. Now you want to enter /scoreboard, objectives, set display, and you've got three options. So you've got the first one, which is list, which will be on the list, which if you click three lines, wherever your name is on the right hand side or left hand side, wherever you guys play on, that's where it'll be set. The other one you've got is not that, don't mind them. You've got below name, which below name is just below your gamer tag. If you go on the person, you cannot see it, so don't think you can. If you have another person you can look at, look under their name and it'll appear there. And you also have sidebar, which is just on the right hand side of your screen, which you'll see before. For this video I only use list, since not a lot of people use that. Now after this you want to put money and D. If you do not put the money D, it will not work. If you put money if you put money D, it will work. If you just put money, it will not work. So make sure you put money D. Now you want to set this command to chain, unconditional, always active. Now turn on previous output. On top of this, this is the last command, and do /scoreboard, players, add at A, which is everybody, money, which is how much your cash is. Do not add D on the end because that will not work. And then how much you ever want, so 0 preferably. If you guys own, let's say, an RPG type server, a roleplay server, anything like that, and you want people to start off with 500 cash, switch out to 500 and they'll start with 500. If you want them to start with 1,000, put 1,000 and start with 1,000. For this video I'm just going to do 0. Now I want to come out of that, switch it to chain, unconditional, always active, turn on previous output. Now as you can see, there's no list there. What you want to do is you want to copy it and get rid of it. And now as you can look, you have now got a working player offline. Sadly, I don't know if you guys know, but I have no friends. That's a joke, by the way, I think. I have nobody here to test it with, sadly. But now if you do get somebody into your world, you can tell them to leave and you'll see it. Get rid of their money, get rid of their name, it'll just be whoever's online, which is probably you. And it will also keep your money. Once they rejoin, they will still have their money, so it does not delete it, which is very good. Finally, what you need to do is do not destroy this redstone. Very rarely if you want to, because it resets it. If you do want to reset everybody's money, the best thing to do is go into here and change this money to something else. So let's say money 1. Then you'd have to change it in all the other command blocks to, let's say, money 1 for example. The bad thing about that is if you have a shop, you'd have to go through, change it to money 1. Doing that will reset the whole entire scoreboard and wipe everybody's money, for example a new season or anything like that. If you guys do have any questions, the comments are open, so please leave any suggestions in there for other videos, any concerns in there about this. If you don't trust it, tell me, I'll help you with that. If you guys can't get this to work, ask in the comments. If I do not get to you straight away, hopefully somebody else nice in the comments can get to you. From that, have an amazing day, guys, and see ya.